Hi there, I'm SciMaxD, call me Sci or Max, whichever you prefer, and in today's episode of Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, there is a shiny orb that I must collect. Why is it that these little blue things draw me to them like a moth to an open flame? And ooh, interesting weather change. Anyways, what I meant to say is that for this episode we're going to be focusing on a bunch of Alcamoth quests that are available here on the ground floor. Or first floor, depending on the country where you live and their preference for floor numbering conventions. Anyways, first up is Poppy Paw. Nello is also part of my family, so I must be nice to Nello. But Nello is bad influence on Little Pon. You should drink less. Oh. I forgot this was a thing. We'll get to Nello in due course. Same in this very episode, no less, but for now... Recently, Poppy Paw's son not want to go outside. I ask why, but he no answer. He just shiver and shake. What is happening? What is it? You're looking down in the dumps. What is troubling? No, again. We're doing this again. That's right, you can't start this quest until Poppy Paw gets her bothersome affinity with Nello. Even though he has no impact on this quest we're about to take, but oh well. Again, Melitan? Really? Okay, Ricky again. Thank you for your sage advice, sleep grumbling puppy. He does go out, but every day find new tricky place to hide. I want him to have fun outside, not stay in dark place. Yeah, kids should be playing outside with their mates. I don't know what I'd do if I didn't have friends to save my bacon. So I'd love it if you'd help me. If you'd let me help. Yeah, same day as yesterday's same day of recording as yesterday's episode. I just can't read for some reason. You be careful now, I might get lovey-dovey for you. You're very nice hom-hom, handsome hom-hom. But a tough job for one hom-hom. Talk with friends and then decide what you do. You're all nice people, I am all smiley smiles. But about my little pon Baraba, I do not know what's wrong with him. I want you to ask Baraba. No sweat will be done before you know it. Yeah, Ricky. Finally, starting to open up the Rhine. Anyways, we have a quick chat with Baraba over here, and... Reason why Baraba not go out? I mean, you're kind of outside. Skydome's debatable. Well, simple. When walk outside, end up getting quick grab, cuddle, lift Baraba up! Baraba not like when that happen. If Baraba smell bad, maybe that solve problem. Will friends bring smelly thing? Friends bring stinky thing? Give to Baraba! Give! Smell worse than imagine. Oh, this is perfect. Thank you, hom people. Because of your help, Baraba run around outside like a good Nopon. Big thank you. There's only little, but please take it. Well, that's that. Well done, Ryan. Your performance is excellent. Thank you, Mel. Yes, finally! About time! I see Baraba's happy face again. All thanks to you, only possible because you helped. Really thank you. Ah, that's glad to help. Paralysis resist 20%. Oh, good. Alright. give you 3 guesses as to who's been pestering Barabar with the impromptu cuddles. Anyhow, immediately after completing this quest, if you speak to Poppypaw between 6 and 9 AM or 12 and 3 PM, Pico is part of my family, so we come together here. I raised Barabar on own after Hubbypon died. Pico thought it must be tough on me, so Pico came here to help too. Came here too to help. Why can't I read today? Why can't I just... Speaking of, if you chat with Pico between 6 AM to 9 AM or after 3 PM before she heads back home, hey friends, Pico is really grateful to you. Thanks to friends, no need to worry about Barabar anymore. Pico is bubbling with thanks. Glad to help. When Pico first saw friends, Pico did not think friends to be reliable, but Pico can see Pico was wrong. Friends are saviors of Pico. Thank you so much, friends. Now how about we head down south and take care of that drunk Nello? Hello there, Uncle Pon Nello. When Nello passed out, Tilan helped Nello. Nello must thank him sometime. Nello still be lying there otherwise. Oh yeah! Just like how Poppypaw has a affinity gain that must be taken in order to start this quest. In order to start her quest. That has no bearing on said quest. Nello too also requires gaining affinity with Tilan, even though it's completely irrelevant to the quest we're about to take. Regardless. Eh? Friends wants Nello? Nello busy being depressed. Come back later. What is it? You're looking down in the dumps. Think you smell big problem? Yep. Hey, okay. Right. Nello get drunk very quickly. But Nello loves drinking. He'll always get drunk and make big problem for buddies. But Nello hear something good. There is medicine that makes you want to drink less. Need friends to find ingredients so Nello can make it. Losing the taste for alcohol, which I just have enough. I barely just have enough materials for this. Well, I guess I'm gonna accept the quest and complete it in record time. Hello, wait here with a little tipple. Da, 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 da. Thanks. Hello, new node. Medicine. Where's that coming? Oh, I guess I'm not the only one who managed to pull off a record time. So, Nello had a little drink beforehand. Well, as that. Nello can't save. Thanks. Enough. Well, how about it? A drink to celebrate. No? Friends are like little pun. Nello's head hurts. Yes, I'm reloading to try and get some extra affinity out of that. Okay, good start. Getting more affinity with Melia. That's great. 2 and 4. Okay, I'll take that. Suddenly he's sober again. Wait, did he just say... Oh yes. If a person gets drunk real easy, all they need to do is just drink more to build tolerance. Just like with anti-venoms and such. No, I'm pretty sure that's not how it works. I mean, I can't even tolerate a teaspoon of schnapps, which is too weak to be even considered an alcohol, so what chance do I have of understanding beer, wine, the booze and spirits and such? Interestingly, even after helping him lose the taste for alcohol, Poppypaw doesn't seem to have any increased affinity with him. Now because for some reason I feel like just threading one loose thread at the start of one quest into initiating the next one. Now I mentioned Tilan, so I'm gonna go and start our quest with Tilan, and I'm pressing auto run when I don't mean to. Where could they be? The textbook doesn't have many details at all. Hey, could you help me with something? When I grow up, I want to become a scientist. Right now I'm trying to find out about this particular bug. It's really cool. What is it? You're looking down in the dumps. I do not approve of your speech here. I don't care. That's alright. More affinity. I've heard that after they hatch, they glow for a little bit. But I've only seen pictures of it in my textbook. That's why I want to see it at least once for real. If you have Shulk in the lead, he will comment that it sounds like a golden caterpillar. A golden caterpillar, not a caterpillar. Regardless, you get the info here, and I am missing one. Okay, let me just double check if they're actually available for trade. Oh yeah, no, found it already. Thanks! I heard that they like really dark and damp places, but my stupid textbook just says they're on Lower Bionis. No sweat will be done before you know it. Fortunately, I managed to get 3 of them to spawn in upon skip travelling to Tephra Cave. But if you're struggling to get any to appear, just remember that Francois and Jalele are willing to offer them for a trade. Wait, why doesn't Jalele have any affinity with Nero? I'll get to that in a moment. Okay, I don't know how I completely forgot to do that. Way back in like the first... was it episode 4 or something? 3 maybe? 3, 5 or I don't know. Anyways, with 9 golden caterpillars in hand. Wow, so these are gold caterpillars. They don't glow as a larva at all. I'm gonna look after them so they lay lots of eggs. Then I can see them glow when they hatch. Well, that's that. Yes, it's satisfactory. No, it is not. Well done, Ryan. Your performance is excellent. 4th time's the charm, I guess. Oh, I'm gonna take down enough notes to write a new textbook. When I finish it, I'll show you. Fall defense. Yeah, reducing fall damage by 20%. Would come in handy. Although there is another gem that makes this pretty much irrelevant. Now, if you speak to Tilan between 6 and 9 AM or at 3 PM, after giving him the 9 golden caterpillars, you probably already know this, but Menial really loves stargazing. No matter what, she always keeps one eye on the night sky. Nice. And now to completely break the trend that I've been doing for this episode and do a quest line or 2 that have no connection to Menial or any one of whatever. Down past the Fountain of Hope, if we chat with Valarin. Ah, hello there. Could I bother you for a second? I really need some help right now. My son has just gone missing. I'm really sorry, but could you help me look for him? What is it? You're looking down in the dumps. Oh, it's an undeniable one. That's great. Good thing I saved just before this. Didn't even get a single mote of infinity. That sucks. I have been at this, constantly reloading. For 10 minutes. Thank you. As much as I would prefer getting more affinity between Ryan and Melia, since I don't usually use those two in the party, I'll just take this. I can't take my eyes off him for a sec. I totally skipped that. No! Okay, I got nothing at the end, so I guess it's a good trade-off. Okay, here we go again. Another 5 minutes later, and hopefully I can get this to work properly. He just disappeared the second I took my eyes off him. Can't believe this has happened. I can't leave here either. My daughter is here, you see. She can be pretty naughty too. So I have to keep an eye on her. If I take her with me to look, it'll just take too much time. So please help me. Ricky have many little pon, so he know how you feel. You know how... I did say that right. Ricky understand why you so worried about it. Your opponent friends help you. I admit I'd never have guessed someone like you has children. But my ignorance is beside the point. Knowing I am not alone in feeling like this is a great comfort. So, can I count on you? Tension Swing is an interesting gem. It basically means that it's easier. It makes it both easier to enter a state of higher tension, whilst also making it easier to enter a lower state as well. It's got a risk-reward factor to it. He can't have gotten too far. He's only a child after all. I see that typo. There's like thousands of words in a JRPG script, so I'm okay with that. Really, thanks for helping. No sweat will be done before you know it. Okay. Fortunately, Atael didn't go too far away, so just head on up to this corner here on the south and... Yeah. Where am I? I hope I can get back to Dad and my sis. Dad asked you to come and find me? Thanks! I know he's close, but I didn't know how to get back to him from here. Not gonna lie, that's actually mirrors how terribly lost I'd get at a young age too. And while Atael doesn't appear to be back yet, if we speak to Valaran, thank you for finding my son. He's promised not to go off without telling me again. He really saved the day. Well, that's that. My son is so full of energy, I can't keep up sometimes. But I'm still to blame for letting him out of my sight. Sometimes. Please take this. A little thanks from me. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to reload that conclusion because I want more affinity, and yes, I did save in between the start and finish. And yeah, Atael returns. 5 more minutes later, and it's 4 hearts of game with Ricky. I don't care, I just... Why am I so RNG cursed with getting solid affinity gains with Ryan in the lead during side quests? It does get tiring after a bit. Save again just to be safe, because I don't trust my odds. Oh, hello there, Cian? Oh, it's you again. Please, a moment of your time. I have another favor to ask. It's my daughter, she's gone missing too. She was literally just a few meters away. I still can't leave my son alone. I know he promised to behave, but he's just a child, you know? I'm really sorry, but could you please help me again? Strength up 35! This is worth it! I knew I could count on you. Thanks for helping. Knows what we've done before you know it? Good. Once again, just put the marker up and you'll see, just like her brother, Sion didn't really go too far. Except this time, rather than appearing lost... You found me! You're not my brother. Daddy's been looking for me? I was just playing hide and seek. Daddy worries too much. I bet he was crying. I better go back. Bye-bye. Yeah, I relate more to Rozeal than Sion in the terms of what happened whenever I got lost from my parents. My daughter's safe and sound. All thanks to you. You've taken good care of both my son and daughter. Well, that's that. Please take less than a minute this time. Oh, thank you. Only needed to reload once. Here, take this. It's not much, but thank you. It's not much, but thank you. Don't mind if I do. Now? You know, nice, decent affinity between the three. If we speak to Valaren immediately after completing these two quests, when I was younger, I never thought I'd ever have kids. But watching my son and daughter grow up has changed everything. I wish my wife was here today to see how much they've grown. But that's not all. If you speak to Valaren between 9 AM and midday, or 1500 hours 3 PM, after getting that affinity update, Rozeal is my late wife's cousin. When she was alive, my wife asked me to be there for her. And recently, it seems like something's up. Wait. Oh look, 3-star affinity! Additionally, if you speak to... Oh yeah, if you speak to Sion between 6 AM and midday... I told Ricoth about how I made my daddy all worried. He said she would have been worried too. Relief. Now you remember how there was that whole threading of quits at the start of this episode and how it appeared to break apart for a moment? Well, guess what just happened now? We got one more quest that involves these two ladies. No, hold on. Yes, it is these two. Ricoth and Rozeal. Head over to Scarland by the main entrance, and... what on Boyanis have I done? I know they will never forgive me for this. What is it? You're looking down in the dumps? I do not approve of your speeches. Good. I get behind. No need to repeat that start. Hey, would you be willing to listen to me? Thank you kindly. You see, something strange is happening to me recently. Whenever I see these two friends of mine, my chest begins to ache. I think I must have somehow fallen for both of them. Ah, so you're a harem protagonist, I see. Well, good luck burying your own grave in a society that I'm... Wait, what am I saying? The High Chian Emperor always has to take 2 consorts. I'm pretty sure your people already are polygamous. But then again, this is a JRPG, and Japanese culture isn't about polygamy, so... Sorry about that weird tangent. Falling for 2 people at once, whatever is the matter with me? As a bloke, I think I know where you're coming from. Rhine? When you get on with someone too well, things start changing. What are you implying? The same thing happened to you. But unlike me, you look like you can decide your own fate. I wish I could be like you. I just try to be honest. But sometimes you just can't manage by yourself. So rely on us. We'll do all we can to try and help you. Well, even if I like them, I have no idea what they think of me. So could you please help me? Spike Defense 15's not too bad. It'll probably come in handy for the spike damage from this quest line. Oh, you would really try to help me? Well, I don't know what to say. Thank you. I thought we're done before you know it. Okay, good. Powers of idiocy. And now we head past the Fountain of Eternity and speak with Ricoth. You want to know what I think of Scarland? Some people say bad things about him, but they've got it all wrong. He's really a good man. He's actually been manipulated by quite a few women in the past. So I hope he realizes how we feel for him soon. You have anything you want to say about this, Rozeal?
Yeah.
What do I think about Scarlin? Why do I have to tell that to you? Scarlin has asked you to find out. Why didn't he come and ask me himself? At any rate, I certainly don't dislike him. In fact... Nah, this is something I wanted to tell him myself, in person. Ah, so you put the Tsun, and you bring the Derriere. Referencing anime character tropes aside... Scarlin? Well, it sounds as though they do not dislike me at least. That alone is a tremendous relief for me to hear. I'm glad I asked for your help. Asked for your help. Well, that's that. Not again! No! Time to reload. The reloading begins yet again. Okay, good, Melia. Whew. If I had just worried about it on my own, it would not have ended well. I owe you my gratitude. Thank you. Here, take this. It's a token of my appreciation. Okay, okay. One... Alright, so that's all that's going on right now. Speak with Scarlin right away, and you can follow that up with... Ah, it's you again. Take a guess at what happens after you helped me out. I'm all ears. That's only half ears, Melitan. I'll take it. I mean, you weren't just giving me a half or two-hearted... never mind. I'll tell you what happened. Both of the girls approached me, and they both confessed that they have affections for me as well. So now I have to decide between them. What a conundrum. How can they expect me to make a decision just like that? But at the same time, even I can see that things cannot go on like this. In fact, I'm the one most terrified of ruining what we already have. So once again, could I please ask for your help? I'm so sorry about this. I know that this is a problem I should deal with by myself, but just this once, I truly need your help. No, sweat will be done before you know. Yep, we're sending Ryan in. This is gonna be great. First off, let's speak with Ricoth. My best memory is definitely that time. The time when he protected us on the picnic. He protected us both, even though he got himself hurt in the process. Ever since that time, I've... And Rozeal?
Yeah.
My memories with Scarlin? Let's see. It's actually quite difficult to pick one out. We've been together for as long as I can remember, after all. But perhaps that in itself is my most precious memory. The fact that we've been together to this day. Reporting back to Scarlin, I see. Ricoth's favourite memory was of that incident. How embarrassing. I mean, I invited them there, so I was obliged to defend him. But I suppose it was special to Ricoth despite that. To tell the truth, it is a special memory for me as well. I think it was then that I first began to really notice Ricoth. Let's be honest here. Ever since then, I've been in love with her, no matter what two ways about it. Now that I know that how Ricoth feels, I've finally found my answer. Well, that's that. Wait. Hold on, did I just... Ah, right. I totally misremembered. Yeah, this is a branching path quest, and the first one you speak to is the one who Scarlin decides. I say, as you imagine, branching path quest because he's got another one for us. I have one final request to make. I dare say you can already guess what that request will be. Well, yes. Come now, be serious. We have come this far. You must realize what I want of you now. What a time to joke around. I would very much like you to give this letter to Ricoth. In truth, I should tell her myself, but she is always with Rozeal. So I'd rather not go in person. I think I've relied on your kindness too much. But with all the nasty rumors, no one else is willing to help me. You're the only ones I can ask. Will you do this for me? Thank you. Good luck with the letter. Please try to be discreet so Rozeal doesn't notice. This is the letter. So, thanks for doing this. This is the letter. Is this a letter from Scarlin? Something he doesn't want to tell me in person. Does that mean... I don't want to look inside. But if I don't, then none of us will be able to move on. Okay, I'm going to be brave, no matter what's in here. What? Is this really the letter you got from Scarlin? It can't be. You only have to look at those two to know. But this handwriting is definitely Scarlin's. This is real, isn't it? How strange. I'm so happy, and yet I feel so sad as well. I see. Ricoth started crying. I'm a total fool. It's all my fault. Why did I drag it out this long? Happy and sad at the same time. I see. Those two are the best of friends. It makes sense. That's why Ricoth cried. Because she knew how Rozeal would feel. We have to go and tell her together. I'm not going to apologize though. That would be an insult to Rozeal, and I hear she bears me no ill will. So I absolutely insist that you take this. Please, take it. And with that done, if Scarlin chose Ricoth and you completed the following quest, I love you no matter what, speaking with Valarin between 6 AM to midday. The other day, Rozeal came over in floods of tears. She said she wanted to be happy for her friend, but just couldn't be. Makes sense. I mean, they are cousins-in-law. But there's 2 more affinity gains to be wrought. Check in with Galvin before 9 AM. And he'll mention how he's known Rozeal for a long time. That's why he knows all about the issue that's been bothering her, and that she really let herself get led on by... That's a bit rude. If you head all the way to the outer portions of the city, speak to Vidian between 9 AM to midday, or 1500 hours, 3 PM before she leaves. The lighthouse manager Shaylin used to be my classmate. Okay, so there was a mistake on the notes. If you speak to Vidian before 9 AM, or possibly at 3 PM after when she's leaving, it looks like the dullard Scarlin finally picked one of the girls. Maybe he wasn't as indecisive as I thought. You know, that was a sweet thing. Oh yeah, like, you know, one heroic moment, falling in love with a guy who became a bit of a hero at one point. That's all sweet. Now if we speak to... Oh no. Oh no. I saved before... Oh great, I'm gonna have to redo so much stuff all over again. And the most recent save that I left after that one puts me right at the end of the episode before the last. It's okay, I can recover this. Kind of. 2 hours later. And we're back. As a result of my own carelessness. As a reminder, and for anyone else who misread these directions like I did, for this stage of the quest, How Do I Feel, you have to talk to either Ricoth or Rozeal. Not both. Oh, look, a shiny. Even though, as we saw in that previous time loop, that you can actually speak to both before returning to Scarlin, the first girl you speak to is the one who basically enters a relationship with him. On that note, Rozeal! This time it's my favourite memory he wants to know about? Well, probably the promise we made when we were young, but it wasn't just between me and him, but it is my most precious memory. For the three of us to be friends forever, but it is my most... Oh, now look what you've done. I'm getting all embarrassed. At any rate, I doubt he'll even remember that promise anymore. That's why I got totally mixed up. You still need to speak to both. It's just... Again, the first one is the response. Why was this not just an optional choice at the end of the quest line, like with the Master's successor? You'd like to know my favourite memory with Scarlin? Probably the time Rozeal introduced me to him. After all, to have memories, I have to have met him in the first place. What does this have to do with anything? What does this have to do? I know that Scarlin must have asked you to do it, but... Well, I suppose there's not much point asking that now. Stop making this so much more difficult for me to choose. And with that... I see. Then my answer is decided. Rozeal thinks the same way I do. Rozeal thinks the same way I do, and my heart lies with her. To tell the truth, I think I may have known all along. I've always cared for Rozeal, more than for Ricoth. But as I told you before, I was afraid of ruining our friendship. I think that must be why I was running away from my feelings. That cowardice may have ended up causing pain for them both. I never want to make them go through anything like that again. I don't want to make them sad. Well, that's that. Reload! Well done, Ryan. Your performance was excellent. Woohoo! Easy on the compliments, Melia. You're gonna make me blush. Thanks to you, I have been able to realize how I truly feel. I cannot be grateful enough for what you have done for me. This is a token of my gratitude. Please take it. What should I do? Suddenly I have no idea what I ought to say. This is a real problem. Oh, what is it? You're looking down in the dumps. You can tell how many times I retook this based on the number of steps this guy has taken. Why am I so RNG cursed with this basic little thing? And it's only with Ryan in the lead. Ah, it's you again. Listen, I'm thinking of giving a letter to Rozeal. But now I come to write it? I'm misremembering my pedantic grammarisms and such, or... Well, but now I come to write it, I have no idea what to say. It's getting me down. I just don't know what I should write at this stage. I've been thinking about it ever since I realized how I felt, but... So, just write how you feel right now. Don't try and sugarcoat it. I'm sure she'll appreciate it. Could be right there. I wasn't going to go over the top. Maybe I am overthinking this. Just write how I feel. Yeah. That's the spirit. You'll definitely appreciate it. Well, I know I would. Who knew Ryan gave... I don't know, really. I suppose I will just write my honest feelings. Yes, I've decided. I'll tell Rozeal exactly why I fell for her. Finished! Right, May I ask you to deliver this to Rozeal, please? And here we are on the alternate path. Which is, I mean, you pretty much know how this is going to go. I think this is the final request I will ask for you. I only got this far thanks to you. So I'm counting on you to do this. No sweat will be done before you know it. Oh good, thank you for 4 hearts, I didn't want to repeat all this. This is the letter. Thanks for doing this.
Yeah.
This time, now you've got a letter from Scarlet? Whatever could be inside. What the? Did Scarlet tell you what he's written in here? He didn't tell you, and you haven't read it? Well, I'm glad about this. Of course I am. It's just... I know I told him to choose between us. But I didn't mean for this to happen. But no, I shouldn't say that. Scarlet's made his decision. I have to respect his feelings. But... what am I supposed to say to Ricoth? She was so serious about this as well. He couldn't decide. I was going to ask him to choose Ricoth. But... oh... I just have to go and find Scarlet, and we can tell Ricoth together. And we'll stay friends. The 3 of us. Always. So, did you hear any of that, Ricoth? Hey Scarlet, we've got the news. I had no idea that Rozeal was so worried about this. And I call myself her friend. Truly I am the worst of the worst. I have brought sadness upon them both. Still, there is at least one good thing to come out of all this. I feel sure now that Rozeal will ignore Ricoth. No, she will not! I feel sure that now that Rozeal will not ignore Ricoth or hurt her feelings. With any luck, they will still be able to remain good friends. Probably better than my being able to read today. Despite all that has happened, I hope we can all remain friends. I know it is a selfish thing to say, but I still wish for it. Well, that's that. Even rude and violent person can help people when they try. Ricky, not now! Still, you people are the real heroes of this piece. I don't know what I would have done without all of your help. So please, take this. A token of gratitude from all 3 of us. I cannot say what will happen now. But I know that I will be happy as long as we can all be together. I will try my very hardest to make that happen. We all will. I'll be completely honest with you guys. As someone who doesn't really get romance and that sort of similar sort of relationships, this quest just confuses me. Coincidentally, if we speak to Galvin, Valar, and Vidian at the end of this quest, they also have their own affinity altered. I've known Rozeal for a long time. That's why I know all about the issue that's been bothering her. I'm just relieved. Finally, she's found someone who truly returns her affections. Speak to Valarin any time after midday, and... the other day, Rozeal told me she was both happy and sad. Finally got together with a guy she's liked for a long time. Oh, while going back in time, a few extra things happened, and that I probably should mention now before I forget. The first of which, while hunting down the Hodes, I not only managed to unlock the World Shaker achievement, but even pulled off a chain attack up to 5 stages. Vulcan Melia managed to get up to blue Hearts of Affinity because I used one more chain attack against the Nebula this time compared to the last. And as for Alcamoth NPCs, I did confirm that you can actually gain an affinity connection between Lunara and Melis before Looking for a Lost Son is completed. and speaking to Melise around 8:55 to shortly after 9 AM gives an interesting chain of dialogue. I went a little too quickly on that last bit to have recorded myself, but yeah. Seems that Merlise's father, not Lunara's, was a bit of a... At least Marissa found some momentary happiness with Lunara's dad before... still fights. Anyways, back here with Vidian, sometime between 9 AM to midday or after 3 PM when she's leaving.
Yeah.
Lighthouse manager Shaylin used to be my classmate. She always got good grades, always top of the class. So I thought that she'd end up working at the Imperial Palace, but she volunteered to manage the lighthouse instead. Maybe it's because she likes the sea so much. Speak to Vidian before 9 AM. It looks like that dullard Scarlin finally picked one of the girls. Maybe he wasn't as indecisive as I thought. And with that, yeah, it's not so bad. We'll get to this eventually. We can see who Scarlin chose, how it's affected everyone, and how Rozeal and the people she knows were affected by it. So yeah. Now I could continue the theme of this episode by starting one of two quests that'll have connections to Vidian, either with Shaylin or Lasunia. I forgot her name for a moment, I'm bad with names, so what? But I think I'm going to leave it here because there's plenty of that and such, and there's another thread of quests I want to take care of beforehand. Also one of them I'm going to hold off for a while. Till then, I'm SciMaxD, call me Sci or Max, whichever you prefer. And you have a good day.